have never seen what a legitimate win trade looks like? That last one was 1. I've never seen that. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen that bad boy, but hey yo, it is what it is. Alright. I'm gonna look for an early gank bot. I'm just gonna look for ganks this game. Kayle doesn't give me blue orbs until she's post 6, by the way. If you guys don't know how the Kayle works. Got this. That's not gonna ruin the day. Throw mode starts. Nice. That Ashe is crazy in the brazy. Sally red gain good. Cozy Kelly, do me a favor to have Expert Spark red ass. Don't ask why the name is that, but I actually have a command just for you, my friend. A little Lethalli red gain. Yes, it is good, and yes, I have a build for you. The red ass is quite lovely.
What will be the final lesson?
Alright, for my top side. I'm starting looking gankable. Mid might be gankable soon, we'll see. It might be. I don't mind, she's got soloed. Eco does have a lot of damage. Eco's really oppressive in lane. I never knew until I laned against her myself. And boy was it hell. Alright, let me just clear my top side now, get my bot side, just play for bot. Alright.
I am the weapon. You are a tool.
Lies soothe the mind, don't they?
Maybe look for a play down here again. Ashe has no flash, so if we ever just get on her, it's quite ideal. Oh yeah, that's wonderful. Good. Definitely more worth to kill the Ashe than the Nautilus. Look how many orbs I have already at 5 minutes. Jesus. What's up, Ragnarok? How you doing, buddy? Ready for the new Ahri skin? You gonna buy it? It's a little cheap, no? Skin's a little bit cheap.
Not my first choice, but okay.
Oof. At least it didn't die to E. I think that would have been very bad for us if he died to E. Yeah, we got Ali coming. Nice.
Such an obsequious pupil. I will be your new master.
Nice. Yeah, just flash and we get the grubs. Oh, this is huge. Skip lunch for a month just to buy a skin. Wait, can someone explain to me how the skin works? I saw it, but I didn't actually see how it works. Like, what do you have to do? What is costing $500? Is it actually a $500 skin, or is it like how does it work? I have to read it. I don't care about Ahri. Like, a lot of people, they think I care about League. I don't really care about like a lot of the cosmetics and all that stuff. If it's not for Kayn, like I don't care, you know. Like, I care about patch notes, like balance changes, and Kayn. That's really it. Like, if something cool happens with Kayn, sure, I'm interested. But like a new skin, like I'm a lot of people talk to me like I care about it. I don't really care, but I am intrigued to kind of hear about it, because, you know, I'll pretend it's for Kayn, you know. I'll try to be an empath, right? An empath. Try to understand what people are getting at, but I mean, I don't play Ahri, nor would I spend that much for a skin.
Not nightmares. Plans.
$500 faker signature when taking a tower. That it? Surely giving in to predatory practices won't have negative effects in the future. But what if you just don't buy the skin? Like, am I brain dead? Like, is that not just a solution for people? Ahri has like 20 skins. Why not just use one of the other ones? Like, already is skins of the game. Yeah, I don't know. I never really bought in the whole cosmetic hype thing. Oh, whoops. Like, if you got extra money to throw around and buy the skin, go for it. But if you don't, why not just not buy it? Am I actually delusional for having this take? I'm genuinely curious to know, like, what's the negative effect of me saying that? Like, they're not gonna make every skin cost that much. They're not gonna gouge all the prices. There's already a plethora of skins that you can buy that you don't have to spend $500 on. What is significant about this skin that would make somebody who can't afford it need to get it? Nice. I didn't feel like the other one was the real one. I got the wrong form, so I gotta wait. You're thinking too logical? I guess so. I just don't really see the problem in, like, expensive skins. Maybe because I'm used to, like, paying money for games I play, but the fact that I've played this game for free, I don't know, maybe 10, 11 years, I just don't see it as being that problematic. Maybe I'm on the wrong side of things, but like I don't care. Some things aren't really meant for everybody to have. That's the whole that's the whole thought behind like a prestigious thing. Like, it's the same thing with Apex with getting an heirloom. You gotta open like 500 packs to guarantee an heirloom for the most part.
I learned from a young age to embrace the shadows.
But I mean, I guess comparing Riot to EA is pretty defining of what the problem would be. But I just don't see it as a problem. I just don't care about things that aren't actually relative towards the actual gameplay. Like, unless the skin is giving you more damage, if it's not a pay-to-win skin, I don't care. Just don't spend the money if you don't have it. Maybe it's a bit of a naive take, but I just think about the game in a much different way than other people do. It's not about the cosmetics or what looks good, it's just about what feels good and what plays good. And unless the skin is making me feel like I'm playing on a cloud, then I could care less. You know what I mean? Sorry if that's like a bad take, and if you don't agree with it. I mean, if you don't agree with it, that's fine. I think a lot of people online forget that you don't have to agree with everybody on everything. The way I see it is just, I just don't really have a lot of, attachment to it. If it's just the norm now in the gaming industry, I don't know what the big deal is. I mean, that's just the thing with inflation too, isn't it? Like, the economy's been shit for quite some time, hasn't it? So it's only, like, common sense that everything's going to be affected from it. It's not, like, the most ethical thing to be done, but I mean, that's how the world works. If everything starts going up, everything starts going up. I think people forget that. It's like people complaining about that game that came out that's like, they're like, oh, $140 to buy a game. But that's like if you get like the most exclusive pack. The game itself costs $70, which is what, $10 than what a game... It's $20 what a game used to cost when I was a kid, which I don't think is that crazy. That seems pretty... That seems like inflation to me, right? That seems like just prices going up. But I don't know. Am I on the wrong side of things to not care? Should I be like up in arms? Should I be revolting in the streets? Through Zed, I can't get this full Ahri skin stuff, but 500 is too much. It is too much, but like... It's not too much for everybody, I think. You know how many gaming communities cater towards whales? There's people that are gonna pay that, that's the thing. Look at gacha games. You know how popular gacha games are? Look at Genshin. You know how many people are like, ah, that's a little bit too much for me, but then, dude, people have spent thousands and thousands of dollars on other games. At most, the most people I've ever heard, people who have played this game for years and years and years, like 10 years, have spent like maybe $1,000, $2,000. People that play gacha games will play it for like 2 weeks and spend $1,000. Am I wrong? I don't know. $500 pack isn't inflation though. But that's the thing, is that it's not, like, Sean, you're so beyond missing the point. All the skins cost the same amount. One thing costing extra isn't gonna change anything. Every other skin still costs the same amount. Maybe they upped the price of RP by $1 or $2. But are you really trying to say that Riot is like... I don't get it. People are really trying to like have this argument that Riot is like money hungry now or something? Like, am I the only one who's like seeing rational? It's been a free to play game for as long as I can remember. I'm so confused. It just seems like people always just find something to complain about. Like, if you don't like the skin, don't buy it. I just hate it that there's such a negative connotation with everything, where like nothing could be seen as a good thing. There always has to be a problem with something, and people always have to have an issue with something. But like, it's not too out of the ordinary for certain things to cost that much if it's like that prestigious, especially like a Faker Memorial thing. Like, yeah, maybe Faker wouldn't have won it, but I mean, dude, I've known people who spent tens of thousands of dollars on other games, and most they spend on League is like 1,000 or 2,000. And they own nearly everything in the game, and you get a bajillion free skins in the game. Like, come on. Poor people aren't allowed anything nice. Yeah, so if you get like an ultimate or a legendary skin from a free box, you actually... It's not nice. See, the skin is only nice because it costs $500. The skin I'm using right now that costs, what, $5? It's not nice. But I bought it on sale for $5. Like, what a weird take. Because you can't have everything, now suddenly Riot's a horrible company that's just in it for the money. Like, am I really defending Riot right now? I don't even like Riot, but it's just like, it seems like people just want to complain at this point. Like, I don't even like defending Riot. I think they do a horrible job with a lot of things, and I'm sitting here playing in a meta where I have to play against this burn champ and that burn champ, and there's like I think that the issue for me is that there's actual things that people should be outraged about, but they're outraged about some stupid $500 skin. Why am I playing against fucking Morgana jungle, Karthus jungle, Lilia jungle? It's taken so long for them to nerf every single champ except the items that are making them OP. Like, bro, I don't know. Portion of it goes to Faker and T1 as well. Yeah, so Riot's not even, dude, I don't know. See, I'm not getting on the Riot hate bandwagon for this. I don't care. If people want to hate on Riot for it or call them greedy or whatever, then they think every gaming company is greedy, I guess. Unless you're an indie gaming company, you're just the scum of the earth in a lot of gamers' eyes these days. It's crazy. Just because people like take like such minuscule points but don't actually look at the grand scheme of things. Oh, Nico. Wait, that's not even Nico. What the hell? Ow. how much easier this game is now that I don't have some guy win trading my game? Dude, I legit got win traded last game and people are more outraged at the fact that there's people that are spending $500 on a skin as opposed to me getting fucking win traded. And people getting inted and griefed and not getting banned. Like, dude, there's so many more problems. There's so many more issues with this game that people could be complaining about. I'm sorry. It just sounds like so out of touch with like what is actually problematic in the game. Faker wasn't even that good anyway? Okay, now you're just trying to make me mad. I don't know. There's my hot take of the day. If you disagree, that's fine. I'm not trying to agree with everyone, but just know I don't hate you or dislike you for disagreeing with you or whatever. Did KarasMai $1,000 Kayn skin? If they ever made me a Kayn skin and wanted to give me any money for it, I would tell them to keep it all because I owe Riot everything and more. It might sound like stupid to say that about like a faceless org or faceless company. Yeah, I don't know why I said org company, but like, dude, this game is everything to me. See, that's the thing is, I'm also gonna have an incredibly biased opinion because my entire livelihood and everything that I've done and everything that I've enjoyed in life has been because of this game. So it's very hard for me to find like an actual like anger in Riot unless it's something legitimately upsetting. You know what I mean? How much does a Faker get from the bundle? I don't know. I actually gotta look into it. This is the people who don't really care talk about it, and people who are mad won't shut up. Yeah. It was the same thing with the other game, the Assassin's Creed game, where they're all like freaking out, like, oh, this costs $140, but that's like the most exclusive thing. Dude, games when I was younger, if you're buying the most exclusive pack, would cost like $200. They'd give like a nice cool little figurine, a poster, a nice case, everything. But the game itself costs like $70. Like, I don't know. Gamers are just perma outraged, dude. You don't care about the game balance? Oh, I do. See, listen, I do, but see, I know I should keep my mouth shut most of the time because I think balancing a game as good as League, when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, to complain about balance is a little bit ignorant at times because as someone who plays a lot of other games, competitive games, at higher ranks, I find that a lot of games are horribly balanced. It is hard to actually find a good balance meter, and I feel like Riot will have like 4 months of the year, perfect balance. Everything's amazing, super fun. 4 months of the year where everything's okay, it's not too bad, and then 4 months of the year where it's just horrible. I think that's every year. And honestly, I think that's a pretty good track record, because most games, it'll be like 10 months of unplayable boringness and just most mundane, monotonous playstyle that nobody likes and everyone's outraged about, and then 2 months of like actual enjoyable gameplay that gets all the players back in the community. So I think Riot's doing, like, in the grand scheme of things, I can't complain. But like when I'm annoyed, yeah, I can be like, yeah, I fucking hate Karthus. I hate Lilia, I hate Morgana, I hate Talia, I hate all these burn champs. But why are you nerfing all the burn champs instead of the burn? You know what I mean? These champs were not good before the item. And then they got good because of the item, and now you're nerfing them instead of the item? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a clear balance flaw that completely was underlooked, I should say, by, you know, Riot Freak. But I think everyone knows how much hate and bitterness there is to people have for Freak, so I don't think that's like that's not even a take. That's like a lukewarm take. Call out Freak on anything. But yeah, no, I mean, aren't doing you any type of favor. Even if you said the league is everything to you. I know, but I'm not like somebody that. I don't think of Riot with animosity or hatred. The average League player, they think of Riot with like a lot of animosity and hatred because, you know, they don't like the games, they don't like things that are going on, they don't like gaming companies. I mean, there's like, if you're looking for reasons to dislike something, you'll find a lot. I don't have a reason to dislike the game. That's all I was saying. I wouldn't necessarily say like I'm forever in debt to Riot, like I'm gonna be their white knight forever, but I just don't see any reason in getting upset at the slightest discrepancy, you know? And I feel like a lot of people do. And I've just seen it for, I think the thing is too, is I've seen it for like 9-10 years straight, where people, as soon as something's announced, they'll complain, they'll cry, they'll be annoying for a long time. I remember, dude, Oh my god, let me rant for a second, dude. I remember people were saying the game is literally ruined. The game is literally over. The game is literally killing itself. No one will ever play the game because they changed dragons, because they added an alcove, because they added plants. Oh, there's too much RNG in the game. The game will take no skill. It's too brain dead. When they added timers, when they added like so many quality of life changes, I've seen people just complain. So it's like, dude, if I don't legitimately see like something wrong with something, I'm not gonna, you know, sit here and act like it's the worst thing ever. And I think a lot of gamers just have to look at other, like, Riot is a big company. Like, a lot of people act, like, if you compare them to, like, an indie company, yeah, you're gonna find, like, a lot more heart and a lot more, like, you know, relatability between indie companies. But compare them to, like, big companies, Riot's definitely, like, one of the best, if not the best. Compare them to, like, Blizzard or EA, dude. My god, they're saints, bro. They're awesome. I love Blizzard games. I've always loved Blizzard games. Diablo 2, Warcraft 3, World of Warcraft, some of my favorite games of all time. Then EA games, I mean, shit, dude. EA's had billions of good games, but horrible companies. Riot had a couple bangers here and there, but I think the company's definitely. So I'm definitely seeing them in a good way, you know. I think one of the only things that Riot did that truly upset me and like really let me down was when they took away the physical rewards for challenger players because it was too hard to do. It was too hard to ship out 200, you know, backpacks or jackets to players from across North America or whatever. It just seemed very lazy. I don't think it was that hard, I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe I'm missing something, but I think so many players loved grinding Chow. Like, solo queue was way more competitive when there was like actual, what's the word, reward